The year was 1960. A U.S. Navy submarine named Trieste was preparing for a mission no one had ever attempted before. To dive into the deepest part of the ocean, the Challenger Deep, nearly 7 miles below sea level. Inside were two men, Jacques Piccard, a Swiss cold oceanographer, and Don Walsh, a U.S. Navy lieutenant. They thought they were going to witness silence, rock, and pressure. But what they saw was something else entirely. Until today, they don't like talking about it. As Trieste began its descent into the unknown, things were calm. The world above cheered for a historic moment. But 7 miles below, where light doesn't exist and the pressure can crush steel, something stirred. At around 30,000 feet, the men reported a strange vibration. They thought it was the craft adjusting. But then, something tapped on the hull. Not scraping, not impact, a tap, like knuckles on a door. The men looked at each other, puzzled. Nothing alive should be down here, but sonar was now picking up a faint echo, a moving mass, slowly circling. At 35,814 feet, Trieste touched the ocean floor. And then, through the small porthole, they saw it. Not a fish, not a squid, but something long, serpent-like, too smooth, too big, moving across the distant silt, almost like it was dragging something behind it. Piccard would later describe it as not quite a shape I could define. It had motion, but no form, and then it was gone, into the darkness. They turned to sonar, nothing, just static, until one final spike appeared, something massive, moving away, far but not fast, as if it didn't fear them. It was just curious. The two men returned safely, declared the dive a success, but behind closed doors, they gave classified reports that weren't made public for decades, and even when pressed later in interviews, they stayed silent about what they saw. Some say it was just optical illusion from pressure and darkness. Others believe they saw a creature unknown to science. But here's what chills me the most. Years later, modern deep-sea subs have gone down again, with advanced tech, and some of those missions reported similar sonar anomalies, blips that shouldn't be there, echoes of something huge, still moving. So what did Piccard and Walsh really see? A prehistoric survivor? A sea serpent long thought extinct? Or something we were never meant to find? The ocean holds 80% of its secrets out of our reach, and that deep, dark place, it's not empty, it's watching. To 7 deep-sea subs, 1 miles makes a cess. They saw it once. They never spoke of it again, but it's still down there. And if we ever go deeper, will it still be waiting? Subscribe to Faczi Films for more true mysteries, hidden histories,